I've actually never taken a drug in my life or even drunk alcohol, but I still don't sit here as the fun police. I very clearly believe people should be able to do what they want to do. It just wasn't for me.
Do you see that there might be a danger if you legalise that it would send a message to young people that it's okay to take drugs?
I think the danger is happening right now, which is where we're pushing it into street corners and into a black market. There's an organisation called Anyone's Child, who is people who have children, grandchildren, brothers and sisters who have died to the so-called war on drugs. And they're saying very clearly with one voice, we need a national conversation about how the war on drugs is not working. In fact, it's making drugs more dangerous. And actually what we need is a grown-up conversation based in evidence, taking a public health approach that looks at prevention, intervention, and make sure that afterwards people can get the support they need.
You say there that the Prime Minister joked about using drugs at university. Did you?
I've actually never taken a drug in my life or even drunk alcohol, but I still don't sit here as the fun police. I very clearly believe people should be able to do what they want to do. It just wasn't for me.
He wants a leader to lead a debate with you. Are you going to take him up on that?
No, I generally find if you pick a fight with a chimney sweep, you get covered in soot. So I might just leave that alone for the moment. And that's the nearest to an insult I'll ever come, all right? But, you know, he's got a fan club, all the heroin smokers and everything. I think it's absolutely marvellous, you know.
Very clear that people have always and will always use drugs. Some of those drugs are currently illegal. Some of them are absolutely legal. We know that this is just a part of human society.
What we need to be doing is legalising and regulating drugs.
Really? All drugs?
Yes.
Cocaine, crack cocaine, heroin?
Yes.
Do you agree with that?
I do agree. I think it's the war on drugs has absolutely failed. And ultimately we need to be having a public health approach to drug
So even
reform.
things like heroin, crack cocaine, you think should be legal?
Well, I think even when they're illegal, what happens is people go into the black market and they're in dangerous places. Now, I think if people have problematic relationships with drugs, and these are really serious drugs, then that is something that actually the NHS and we should have a public health approach.
Voters will have to pay for that, won't they?
Well, I think voters are having to pay right now for the crime that happens, for the fact that people are in illegal drug markets, the gangs that we see across county lines. All of this is a failure of the fact that, again, for far too long, prime ministers have stuck their heads in the sand and said if we just make drugs illegal, everything's going to be okay. That's clearly not okay. It also has huge racial implications in terms of the people who are being criminalised for this. Actually, I think we need a whole approach that's led by public health experts and not politicians.
Reckless and irresponsible as their plan to legalise heroin and crack cocaine. That's the Green Party now, high on drugs.
We will also tell those police officers clearly that there can be no more looking the other way when someone is sitting on a park bench openly smoking cannabis. Drugs are illegal and police need to enforce the law. That's what the public expects.